call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left in the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to throw, it's Duarte. He spins that thing down the middle. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Under fire, right down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Just too much much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going for the big play. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combo.
Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Wants to pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
I'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Duarte. Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Duarte. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles from them.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to... Pocket free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a little space. Hard running there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be third and long. The give from the gun. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Trojans. Fitted in the window for the score.
So one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Right on the money.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Dropping back, it's Duarte. Makes the catch, it's Adkins.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urge. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move, it's Andrews. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Duarte. Pulls it in. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Duarte. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The toss sweep to the right. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for space. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then,
oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Touchdown, Trojans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds space on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's Duarte. He's got his man across the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
that's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs in that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Trojans are on the move. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Back to pass, it's McCluster. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback's got the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punt? Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout.
run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.